Welcome back to FOXSOUL's Black Report. Well, New Orleans high school senior receives a record-breaking $9 million in scholarships and 170 college offers.
Man, that's nuts. 16-year-old Dennis Barnes applied to 200 colleges. Offers and scholarships are still coming in. He plans to announce his decision May 2nd and would still like to reach the goal of $10 million in scholarships. Dennis has always excelled in academia, having been promoted both to the 10th and then the 11th grade. So he skipped a few grades, and all the while maintaining a GPA of 4.98. while holding leadership positions in the National Honor Society.
The number of offers that Dennis received breaks the previous record documented in the Guinness Book of World Records. He graduates on May 24th and plans on pursuing, get this, a dual undergraduate degree in computer science and criminal justice.
And I was reading and reading and reading. He's fluent in Spanish, and he's a head of some kind of Hispanic organization that promotes bilingualism. I mean, he is running it already, and just to have these choices at his fingertips, interesting. It'll be interesting to see, where he chooses to go, because he's been accepted to some of the top of the top of the top. So
yeah, with a 4.98 grade point average, you can go
consistent throughout his years.
Go anywhere and run the yard. And it's beautiful seeing all the honors cords. You see all the honors cords. I don't think I've ever seen anybody wearing that many honors cords.
He was promoted, through the 10th and the 11th grade. So I don't know if that means he went straight from 9th grade to the 12th grade, but he's been on this incredibly intelligent fast track for a moment. So, and he's also has been gaining college credits. So he'll walk into college probably as a sophomore or a junior, because he's been able to study as a college kid alongside of his our National Honor Society studies in high school. That's amazing to me. I was a lazy student. I probably could have came out of high school with a 3-point. I was artsy fartsy. I wanted to sing and do cartwheels and be the hall guard captain. And I came out with like a 2.5, but it was enough to, couple that with my ACT and squeeze my way into Michigan State University. But that's amazing, these young people, especially what you're faced against sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly remember, being a part of the National Honor Society and all that.
You're one of those,
But what's interesting, even though I took AP classes and honors classes, I remember meeting a recruiter at a college fair, a University of Southern California recruiter, who looked at my grades and my profile and was like, this may be a stretch for you.
Ooh.
I'll never forget it, right?
Ooh.
And so, I thought, well, maybe it's not for me, right? Applied anyway and got in and ended up going.
A little discrimination going on there.
And so I don't know what was up with that recruiter at USC.
The only thing close to it.
But I'm glad I didn't listen to her.
The only thing close to like a promotion or anything honorary-ish in kindergarten, I did get a little certificate, said I was reading on the 3rd grade level.
Hey, and look at you now.
Still reading on the 3rd grade level, because I'll jack up a word.
And look at you now.
Y'all know. All right,
but you know what? I also just want to say real quick. So this month is National Autism Awareness Month, right? Since we're talking about school and everything, and I'm thinking about my cousin Einstein, who's autistic, and I'm sure that there are a number of folks in our families that are part of our soulmates that are also autistic, and I think it's just important to shine a light on how far we've come in terms of reducing the stigma around autism and providing, autistic kids with the tips, tools, and resources that they need to persevere. We just had Ariva Martin on the show just yesterday. She is president of the Special Needs Network in Los Angeles. She has a kid that's autistic, and she has been a terrific, outspoken advocate on all issues related to folks with autism. And so we can't let this month of April go by without taking a moment to just shine a light on all of our autistic soulmates out there.
Yeah, and also before we wrap up, make sure you continue to tap in with the Ahmaud Arbery Foundation. They're having a 5K run in honor of him and his memory as that movement continues. It just doesn't stop just because, you don't see it or hear it in the headlines anymore. So definitely tap into that as well, soulmates.